I'm Laura from 5 out of 4 Patterns, and welcome to day 1 of the Ninja Pants Sew Along, sponsored by So English Fabrics. We are getting ready. We are printing. We are taping. We are cutting. We are cutting our fabric. It's a lot of work, so I'm not going to talk a lot. So let's do this thing. Okay, so here we are. We are going to tape our pattern together. I have the adult version and I also have the kids version that I will be putting together because I'm making a couple of those as well. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this. Try to get this in here. We've got a couple of things. We are ready to cut this out. We got a couple of things that we need to look at first. The first thing we're going to do is determine the rise that we want on our leggings. So if I move this down, you can see up here we've got our rise cut lines. So you have extra low / maternity, low, mid, and high. Everyone has a personal preference here. It's really up to your body and your comfort level. So those we need to you need to think about. You also have over here, we've got make sure you can see it here. We've got our gusset piece. It tells you which line to cut on based on the size range that you're within, and so you'll make sure that you want to cut that out. Additionally, we have the pocket pieces here. You see, pocket pieces are here. If you're putting that pocket flap in, it's called a waistband key pocket. So if that's something that you're putting in, we'll be doing that as part of the tutorial this week. So I'll be cutting that out. I also will be cutting out the waistband, which you can see all the way up here. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh yes, there are different length options here. You have the 2-inch inseam, you have the 5-inch inseam, the 7-inch inseam, the pedal pusher or 13-inch inseam, the capri cut line, the ankle cut line, and the long cut line. I'm going with the ankle cut line. Even that sometimes is a little long for me, but because we have this lengthen or shorten line here, we can shorten our pattern piece before we cut anything out. So now it's time to cut our pattern out. Now let's let's tape together our children's Little Ninjas pattern. Okay, so here we are. We've got it all cut out. We've got a couple different options to think about here. We've got our typical length options, just like with the women's. We have our waistband piece here. And we actually, in this pattern, we have two gussets. We have a half gusset and a full gusset. Let me grab a marker here. So we've got a couple things going on here. We have to decide whether we want a gusset. So you have three options when it comes to these. You can do it without a gusset at all. You can do it with a half gusset, and you can do it with a full gusset. Now, if you are doing it with no gusset, so you're not cutting out these pattern pieces. If you're doing it with no gusset, you're going to cut on both the higher lines here. All right? That's the no gusset. If you are doing the half gusset, you will cut on the higher line on your front inseam or your front seam. So this higher line, and then you will cut on the lower line of the back, which is here. Okay, so if you're doing a half gusset, which is this piece right here, if you're doing the half gusset, you're going to cut here, whoops, and here. All right, the higher in the front, lower in the back. Okay, if you are doing the full gusset, which is here, you are going to cut the lower in both the front and the back. All right, so you have the lower line, this would be the front lower line and the back lower line. Okay, does that make sense? So no gusset, cut at the top lines. Half gusset, cut at the top in the front, the lower in the back. For full gusset, excuse me, both lower. All right, for this particular one, I'm going to do the half gusset, which means I'm going to do the higher line in the front and the lower line in the back. So you will then cut out the appropriate gusset for your make. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So now you've decided what length you're going to do. I'm doing the full length, of course. I'm going to cut out my waistband, going to do my half gusset, going to cut on the proper lines. Now let's look over here. We've got our waistband options. Now there's a little note right here on the pattern piece that says use the high cut line for elastic or for a high waist with a knit band, and use the lower cut line for a lower rise knit band. Okay, so if I'm just doing elastic, I'm going to cut that high band, that high rise. Okay, if I just like a higher rise legging, then I can go ahead and do the high rise plus the knit band, which is here. Now, if I just want a standard rise with my knit waistband, excuse me, I'm going to cut the lower line. All right, so I am going to cut the lower line to be used with the waistband in this particular version that I'm doing. So let's get to cutting. This time you'll make any adjustments that you need to make. For example, if you need to lengthen or shorten on any of these versions, this is the time that you will make those adjustments. Otherwise, we are ready to cut out our fabric. Okay, so here we are. I've got my my fabric, getting it all ready to go here. Now this is double brush poly. For the most part, double brush poly will work fine for your leggings. You just need to pay attention to the stretch and the recovery. Also, regardless of whether you use double brush poly or cotton lycra or an athletic fabric, if it has a print on it, you're going to want to make sure that it's all going the correct directions. For example, if all of them were facing up, I would make sure that the top of my leggings were here, but I have some of them going this direction and some of them going this direction, so I'm pretty much good to go however I decide to place it. So let's start with our with our pants here. Now my legs are pretty short, so I don't need, whoopsies, I don't need a ton of fabric. Something I want to mention real quick while I'm talking about it is, I have 3 yards of this fabric, and it wants to slide off the edge of my table and lay on the floor. Now, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I don't know if you saw what I could do. Well, right over here, I kind of folded it and put it on top of my table. Don't let your fabric just hang off. What it does is it will pull. If you let it hang off, this fabric is heavy, so it wants to pull on your fabric. So it will pull it this way, which then stretches the fabric, and you don't want to do that. So then your leggings will be misshapen. So that is not our goal here. So I've got my what are these called? These are leggings. These are, I feel like a crazy person. These are ninja pants. Wow. Okay, so if you're anything like me, you forget what you're doing while you're doing it. So here we go. Let's see if we can get this done together. All right, let me grab my pattern weights. Double check your stretch and your grain. Make sure that you're putting things the way they need to go. Let me grab, I've got a couple extra pieces here. We've got our gusset piece. It also has a stretch mark, so I'm gonna set that here. It has, we have our waistband key pocket, which also has stretch markings. We're going to put those here. You need 2 of the pocket and 1 of the flap. You will only need one of the gusset. Right, okay. The next thing I want to talk about, well, let's get this stuff cut out in it first, and then we can talk about what comes next. Oh, it doesn't look like you can see me, I'm sorry. I just looked up at my monitor. Oh boy, sorry. So what I've cut out here is 2 of the key pockets, 1 of the key flap, okay? And this is what I pinned the pattern piece to the fabric, okay? And I just made sure to pay attention to the stretch markings. Sorry about that. All right, now I'm gonna move to the other side of my table, and I'm gonna cut out my gusset. We have left to do now is the waistband. Now I'm putting away this double brush poly, and I'll tell you why. What I've learned is about double brush poly is it's not great for waistbands. Now I could probably use this as long as I added elastic, which I will do anyway. I like elastic in my legging waistbands especially. So you could see that double brush poly is not heavy like, say, a heavy cotton lycra. It stretches the right amount, but it just doesn't want to, the recovery is not the same, and it's not firm the way you'd want a waistband. So even if you're making like pajama pants out of double brush poly, and you have a any kind of like what am I saying? A yoga style waistband or something like that, that's just a knit waistband, I wouldn't always suggest using the double brush poly. Find something that is similar in color, you know, some sort of coordinate or whatever, so that you get the proper kind of recovery and your pants don't fall off. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, right? We don't want our pants falling off. So I'm not going to use this for the waistband. Here I've got some pretty okay white cotton lycra. If I have enough elastic, I'm going to go ahead and put elastic in it anyway, but cotton lycra really is, this heavy kind of cotton lycra, it really is the way to go for our waistband. Okay, so We've got our waistband piece. Pay attention to the stretch. So you want to go this way across your fabric. And we will cut 2 of these. All right, if we're making the women's pattern, our pieces are done. All right, let's look at the kids' pattern. One of them I'm doing with elastic, and the other I am doing with this waistband, so I'm going to use the same fabric for the waistband. Waistband, you're not cutting 2 like in the women's, you're cutting on, and of course you can't see it, you're cutting on the fold. Here's some other fabric that I got from So English. It is so stinking cute. I can't get enough of it. It kind of looks, I don't know if you can see, it looks kind of almost like a crochet or cross stitch even, knit of some sort. It's also a double brush poly. I can't even tell you how much I love it. It's so adorable. Again, you've got a pattern, so pay attention to that. You got stripes. If you're really concerned about matching stripes, yeah, this would be the time to pay close attention to that. If you need to match stripes or plaids or whatever, it might require more fabric than is listed in the fabric requirements. So just think about that as you're moving forward. Now, see if I can find our pattern pieces. All right, I'm making 2 pairs of kids. One with an elastic waist and no gusset, and the other with the waistband and the half gusset. And I'm doing a full gusset in the women's. So let's get our pattern weights. We have officially cut out, or I have officially cut out 3 pairs of leggings for this sew along, and I'm pumped and ready to go. We are ready to move on to day 2.